By the way, did you know that your business could be failing because you're using old school tactics in doing your business? This is a modern world, and we have those old school business habits that could be making your business to fail. Modern world requires modern skills for you to be able to succeed in your business. In this video, I'm going to remind you of the 5 old school business habits that you have been doing or that you could be doing that are making your business not to succeed. I'm also going to give you the corresponding modern business habits that are going to make you succeed in your business. So stick to the end, because the 5th habit is the one that could be actually making you to lag behind in your business. Remember, you could have borrowed a loan to do a business and then you're not able to pay the loan because your business is not working out according to your business plan. These are the best 5 modern business habits versus the old school habits that are making you to fail in your business. Habit number 1 is face-to-face meetings. People still believe that meeting face-to-face is the best way of conducting meetings in a business organization, and that is not true. I want to give you an example of what happened in 2020 when we had a pandemic, COVID-19. People realized that it is actually very effective to do business online in Google Meet, Microsoft Teams, and maybe Zoom. You can do a meeting there and it is always very effective. The advantage with that is that you can conduct the meeting from wherever you are. If you are in America and someone else is in Africa, you can conduct a meeting, deliberate on issues, and the best thing about it, you can record the meeting and then you can write the minutes later. Instead of wasting time and wasting fare, someone coming from America because of a meeting, which you can do online through Zoom meetings. Old school way of thinking that you must have a meeting of face-to-face at a conference room or a certain hotel to deliberate on issues of business activities is an old way of thinking about it. Habit number 2 is paper-based record keeping. People still believe that papers are the best in keeping records, which is not true. Now, if you keep thinking that papers are always the best in keeping the records of a business, then you could be missing a lot, because nowadays we have digital way of keeping records and we have what we call backups. Even in Google, you can have a website where you keep your records, or you can keep your records in emails, online, in the computer offline, in the computer hard disk, and you have so many backups in case of viruses affecting your files. So I'm not actually saying that it is wrong to have a hard copy or paperwork in your business, but it's always best if you can get used to doing your records in computers, in soft copy, because those are the best. You can print them anytime you want so that they can be hard copy. But having handwritten copies of business records, maybe you have conducted a meeting and you want to keep handwritten minutes, that is not the best habit when you're doing your business. I've actually gone to so many meetings nowadays and I find people still doing handwritten minutes, and that wastes a lot of time. You risk losing them at any time. But when it is online, when it is in a computer and you have a backup for that information, you can always retrieve it whenever you want and print them. Next old school business habit is hierarchical structure of a business. Now, hierarchical structure of a business means here that we can always have a boss, and when you are a boss, you want to boss the others. Now, this habit has killed so many businesses, that you want to feel that you are everything in decision making in a business. Even if you are the HR, if you are the director, you need to understand that people have ideas, and if you buy their ideas, they can help you. So don't be bossy and don't command people around when you are the boss. That hierarchical structure of a business makes most businesses to fail. You can listen to your people so that you hear their ideas. It's important to give them freedom of doing their work the way they want. They know what they are supposed to do, and you can only question when they have not done it at all. But when people are doing things in their styles, it's always best to understand them and leave them to do the best they can. That way, people are going to give their best to your business. Your employees are going to give you the best out of themselves. So avoid bossing people around, commanding people, and reprimanding them for doing anything wrong. People are prone to mistakes and they can always correct those mistakes. Also, buy their ideas. Don't think that all your ideas are the ones that are going to work. So that hierarchical structure that people believed that it's only the boss who can make decisions is not the best. So if you are the boss in a business, listen to the customers, listen to your employees, and make decisions out of their views as well. Another old school habits of doing business is networking through social events. Now, people would go to ceremonies, maybe wedding and funerals, to meet there so that they can get customers, and they would market themselves in a market and maybe doing road shows. Now, those are old school ways of doing business, because nowadays, if you want to succeed and you want to get more customers and clients in your business, there is what we call social media. Social media helps a lot in marketing your commodities online. Instead of just going to all those events, weddings, disturbing weddings, you're going to a funeral and you want to advertise your commodities there. Now, it's not the best way of doing business. Online is the best. That means in your business, you need to have very active social media account for your business. That is where you're going to look for followers. And then those followers, some of them could be your customers, and they are going to market you. Now, it means therefore you must have quality services so that people can actually believe in you when you're doing it online. So instead of going to social events to market your commodities and to market your business, it's best if you can do it online. That way you will be able to get more customers who are going to buy your commodities. And I've seen so many people selling online, on TikTok Live, on Facebook Live, sometimes YouTube Live. They're able to sell their commodities. Now, that is the best way of doing business in a modern way. The next old school habit is long-term contracts. Now, you find in a business very, very old people who have stayed in a business for so long, many years. You find a 60, 70 years old man in a business or in an office doing your business. Now, it's important that you understand how to give people short-term contracts. Short-term contracts are the best. Now, giving someone a contract of 20 years is not the best. This person may not be productive as such. When you give someone a contract of 1 year to do or to stay in an office, this person is going to make sure he or she does his or her best to try and make the best or to do the best out of himself, so that within that year he can do the best he can. But when you give someone 20 years in an office as a contract, then this person may think that he or she has a lot of time in that office, and therefore he may not be productive as such. And these short-term contracts assist you to, as a business person, to be able to get the best people who can do the business with time. So you're going to interact with so many people doing your business. Within those so many people, you can find people who actually are capable of doing your business, and they are going to assist you in actually achieving what you want. So that is about all the 5 business habits that are old school versus those that are modern that you can use. The first one we said is face-to-face meetings. Instead of doing face-to-face meetings, you can opt to do online meetings. Number 2 is paper-based record keeping, which we agreed we can do it online instead of doing it on papers. Number 3 is hierarchical structure. Let's avoid bossing people around and giving people instructions when they know what they are supposed to do. Give them freedom or to do what they feel they should do, as long as they know the nature of the business. They can do what the best they can. Next is networking through social events. We said it's not best to always go to social events and start marketing your business when you can do it online. And lastly, long-term contracts. It's always good to give short-term contracts so that you can get a variety of people doing your business within a very short contracts, and that way you're going to get the best people who can actually do your business. So that's all about the video. Remember to subscribe. Remember to like this video, give it a thumbs. Remember to also subscribe and leave a comment of what you think about this video. See you in the next one.